Hi, I'm Beryl, and this is another episode in our delivery series. The theme for today's episode, Brazilian food. I teamed up with Grubhub and 4 of my subscribers, Luciana, Juliana, Carina, and Thiago, to help me order off a Brazilian menu. Grubhub did give me a special code, which is Beryl, and that will give you $5 off an order of $15 or more. So if you're inspired at the end of this video, you can order a Brazilian feast as well. I'm really excited because while I don't know a ton about Brazilian food, I know that there is a lot more to it than just a lot of meat. Food's here.
Hi Beryl, my name is Carina. I'm from Recife, Brazil, but I live in Montreal, Canada.
My name is Luciana, and I'm from southern Brazil, from the city of Curitiba. For the starters, I have chosen Dadinho de Tapioca com geleia de pimenta,
which literally translates into little dices.
That's little cubes, dadinhos, of a cassava starch preparation that is left to cool, solidify, and then is deep fried. They're gooey on the outside and a bit reminiscent of Pão de Queijo.
The suggestion would be to have it with the dip. Originally, the dip is a chili jam, and in your case, I think from the restaurant you're getting the malagueta. Malagueta is one of the strongest chilies that we have in Brazil. They're really small, but they're really spicy. And let's see how spicy your dip's gonna be.
This is absolutely not anything I have ever had before. It kind of feels mochi-like. It's a little bit squishy. Ooh. Going in with the chili jam. Oh my God. It's so yummy. This jam is not spicy. This is like a sweet chili jam. I was kind of hoping it was gonna be spicy, but wow. These are dangerous. Soft on the inside, crunchy on the outside. Even without the jam, they're pretty good. It's interesting that Pão de Queijo was mentioned because I attempted to make it here on the channel. It was difficult to make, but very delicious. I would say though that I like this more. The flavor is subtle, but at the same time, not something that you would easily forget. I think this is just really a food that is all about an amazing texture, this crunchy, chewy, mochi-like, savory, deep fried. I'm feeling a lot of feelings over this right now.
I'm Juliana, and I'm from Brazil. I live in São Paulo for the past 12 years, and I have chosen from the appetizer menu for you a pastel de carne, or a beef pastel. Pastel is a type of dough that has been made out of flour and cachaça and filled with beef or chicken or pork or even cheese, depends on what you like, and then you deep fry it. And we all know that deep frying is the absolute best way to eat anything. The most traditional way to eat a pastel is to have it with a sugarcane juice. And if you don't have it, you can eat it with cashew fruit juice, or suco de caju in Portuguese. Cashew fruit juice is made out of the cashew fruit. We know cashew as a nut, but it's actually a nut with a fruit that goes behind it. And the cashew fruit juice is very astringent, but very sweet and floral. And for you to have an idea what it feels like, it's like biting an unripe banana. So it's gonna tie up your mouth a little bit. I love eating it stupidly cold, and it refreshes you all the way down to your soul.
I actually ordered 2 of these. I got one with the beef and one with cheese so we could test a vegetarian option. These look like a lot of other stuffed pastries that we see around the world, but I imagine that the spice is gonna be different. Ooh, oh. My dog's sitting right next to me. Ooh. I realized I was supposed to bite the corner to let the heat out, but I wanted to see the middle. The heat's gonna come out. I'm probably not gonna burn myself. This sauce seems like a hot sauce. Unlike the last chili sauce, which wasn't a hot sauce. I'll burn myself. Oh my God, it's so hot. I didn't wait long enough, per usual. The meat doesn't have a ton of spice, it just kind of tastes like ground beef, but the shell is so bubbly and crunchy. Very delicious. Feels like a good party food, a good bar food. Let's try the cheese one. Oh, oh my God. That is cheesy, that is cheesy. Oh boy, that's very cheesy. YouTube gold. Oh, it's gonna be so hot. That is stuffed with cheese. They were not messing around. The cheese is a very bland cheese, kind of like mozzarella vibes, but a little less salty almost. Whoa, it is so stringy. What is this cheese? Put it in some hot sauce. Oh, the hot sauce is spicy. Oh my goodness. That has a kick. I was not expecting that. I definitely had to reheat this and the tapioca appetizer. When they arrived, they were kind of like warm, but you want it to be hot. I mean, obviously these were hot because, I mean, you saw that cheese pull. Replay it. Oh my God. That is cheesy. That is cheesy. Oh boy. I almost forgot my cashew apple juice. The description of this is very interesting. Let's see. Oh, I kind of understand that banana analogy now. Oh, this is very different. It's like definitely a little bit tart, but a little bit sweet. It kind of reminds me of the feeling of eating baby food. That like creamy mouthfeel of like pureed fruit. Is that a weird thing to acknowledge? Like, do you guys remember trying banana flavored baby food, or was that just me as an adult? I didn't even actually know that you could make juice out of cashew apples, but I feel like you could kind of juice anything, right? So it's cool.
My name is Thiago Leite. I'm originally from Fortaleza, in the northeast coast of Brazil. For the next starter, I picked Calabresa Acebolada, which is calabrese sausage sliced and cooked alongside onions and salt and pepper.
So we eat Calabresa Acebolada. It's a bar food, usually accompanied by good conversation, good live music, cold drinks.
I remember that being my go-to starter when I was living my life in São Paulo. So normally, if you want to have like the, let's say the authentic experience, since you cannot be like in a bar, you're going to be at home, like you eat it with toothpicks and you press some lime on it as well for the full experience. And in Brazil, our culture is about sharing, and like we love sharing food while drinking.
Yum, this looks so good. I thought at first blush that these were fries, but these are, I think, yucca. So it's a little different. So starchy. Sausages and fries. It's a really good combo. Ooh, this sausage is good. There's like an aioli over here. Sausages are probably one of my favorite foods, but it's not something that I usually order in restaurants. I usually just make them at home. But from almost all of the delivery episodes, I have had a sausage and I have thoroughly enjoyed them all. I feel like waxing poetic about how much I love sausages on the internet is slightly problematic, but maybe no one's gonna say anything. But I guess I said something about it, so now someone will say something about it. I have a friend. She too likes sausages. I would say that these sausages are not necessarily all that different from like a generic sausage, but I can see how this is a really fun dish to share with a lot of people. You know, like sitting here by myself eating it, I'm like, yeah, it's like a lot of sausage on a plate, but with a group, yes, this is a great dish.
From the mains, I have chosen Picadinho Carioca. So I chose this because it's a great representation of what an everyday lunch table looks like back home. You have your rice and beans, your fried bananas, a meat dish, and my favorite side of all times, farofa. The best way to eat this dish is to get the perfect spoonful. A little bit of meat from the picadinho, a little bit of rice and beans, a piece of fried banana, and dip it in the farofa. The combination of savory, sweet, creamy, crunchy. My mouth is watering. I'll probably make this for lunch tomorrow.
I came back, and where there used to be a second half of this is gone. You. Asha, you did it. Asha took it off the table and ate it. I wish we had caught that on camera. Naughty. Anyway, let's get into the next dish here. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna get a bit of everything on the spoon. I have a bit of everything, now I'm dipping it in the farofa. The farofa really looks like sand. It is so interesting. Whoa. That was a big bite. This beef stew is delicious. Whoa. The meat is so tender. Reminds me of the Turkish dish where I just like bit right through it. I'm okay with the wooden spoon on this one, which is cool. Oh, I just cut through with the wooden spoon. The farofa has this gritty texture and a kind of smoky flavor. So combined with the cooked beans and the soft meat, I just think it's a really harmonious dish. All of this is really great, but I feel like the thing that I'm most surprised about is the farofa, and that's just because it's not like anything I have ever had, ever.
So from the main dishes, I chose Bobó de Camarão.
Bobó de Camarão is like this Brazilian shrimp stew that it's made with garlic,
Yucca puree,
coconut milk,
and tomato, onion. My parents had 2 restaurants, and that was my favorite dish in their restaurants.
It comes from African cuisine originally and has this creamy texture and is served with rice normally, or also with farofa.
The farofa is a manioc flour that's roasted and fried with garlic, onion, and butter.
Bobó de Camarão, it reminds me especially of my grandma, who passed away last year at 104 years old. She was known for being a phenomenal cook, and this was one of her specialties alongside feijoada. So for me, it's a dish that has this homecoming taste to it.
The table's getting a little bit squished. There's a lot of big plates on here. Okay, some shrimpies. I like the color. We'll just... Shrimp are cooked well. You never know when you're ordering shrimp, you know? Brazil has a lot of coastline, so it makes sense that there are a lot of seafood dishes. I think this is like a very nice one, very kind of simple. It's shrimp in a kind of creamy stew. Let's dip it in the farofa. Looks good together. Asha is staring at me. It feels like sometimes seafood delivery is not always the vibe. It's kind of hard to reheat fish in a way. I think at a restaurant this would probably be a lot better. It's a dish that maybe looks like you know what to expect, and then you eat it and you're like, oh, that's not what I was expecting, which is really cool. To be honest, I'm like pretty full, but we have dessert and I'm excited for this one.
I have chosen for you from the dessert menu a Passionfruit Mousse, or as we call it here in Brazil in Portuguese, a mousse de maracujá. It is basically made with the juice from the fruit, and then the second ingredient that's used to make passionfruit mousse is one of your favorite and one of my favorite, which is sweetened condensed milk. Yes.
It has key lime pie vibes, but passion fruit flavor. This was the first dessert I've ever made as a child, and it's probably true of many Brazilians because it's one of those back of the box recipes. In this case, it's the back of the condensed milk can.
Every family party, there will be a big batch of passion fruit mousse, and then we all get our own individual portions and top it up with more of the sauce, of the passion fruit sauce. It's amazing. I love it. I hope you like it.
I honestly couldn't do any more savory, but this passion fruit mousse, yeah, we got room for that one. Ooh, it is so thick. Oh, it's so sweet, it makes my cheeks like, oh, but it's a lot of feelings. This is good. Passion fruit is honestly one of my favorite flavors, and condensed milk is one of my favorite things. So put the two together and yeah. The sweetness is cut a little bit by the sourness of the passion fruit, but there's no ifs, ands, or buts, or whatever the turn of phrase is. This is a sweet dessert. If you like passion fruit, you will love this, no question. Everything that I tasted today is going to be in the description along with everything else that everybody recommended. And if you want to order a Brazilian feast, like me, use my code Beryl at Grubhub and it will give you $5 off an order of $15 or more. Thank you so much to everybody who was in this video, and don't forget to check out some of the other episodes in this series that we've done. Maybe Thai food, maybe Korean food. I will see you guys next week.